Hi, everybody. I'm here with broker owner of Remax Realty Experts, Beverly Vidoli, and Kerri Mclaughlin of Leader Bank in Burlington, Mass. She is a senior loan officer there. We have a few questions to ask you, Kerri. Thank you for joining us. Beverly, would you like to start?
Sure. Kerri's here to help us kind of look through the new lending practices that are in place during the COVID time and how it affects the market. So Kerri, can you tell me what you see as the challenges and any changes that have been taking place in the lending process since the COVID onset?
I think that, if you have a not so great credit score and a lower down payment, it's going to be more challenging to get that rate that you really want. So we want credit scores to be a little bit up there, perhaps 680, and a 5% down payment. And we're happy to work with anybody and get them the really low rates that we have. The rates are amazing right now. Market's really volatile, but we're still locking 30-year fixes at 3% for purchases.
On average.
On average, because, every day the rates change and sometimes twice a day.
And I think you could probably expect that somebody with a really stellar credit rating could get something possibly even better, but people shouldn't expect that.
Right. I think it's a daily situation. Every day it's a new scenario with the market. We get daily updates, and we have an awesome lock desk who tries to put out a commentary to us to kind of help us, let us know where the market is. And we try and pinpoint every day, it's a great day to lock. But, sometimes the rates aren't great, depending
and
on.
Obviously, people can't lock until they have a property identified with an agreement.
Correct. They need an
Out
agreement.
there searching for properties makes sense to be able to take advantage of the interest rates.
Right. And I think the biggest misconception is when we do a pre-approval for a client, we try and give them an average of what the rate is that day so they know what their payment may be on a home that amount. And there's no that's not a definite rate because we need a property address when they purchase a home.
Have there been any big changes in the way you process the loans that affected by COVID?
So we're definitely looking at them with the underwriters are like our saving grace right now, and they're looking at them with a fine-tooth comb, as they always do. But it is business as usual. We're asking for the same documentation from the clients. But we are asking, to make sure that they still have a job prior to closing the rate.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you so much for that. Obviously, we know that an appraisal is a big part of a purchase of a home. So what is the turnaround time right now for bank appraisals?
For purchases, I'm seeing about a week, about a week and a half. However, if a lot of town halls are closed and they're not online, then it creates a problem for the appraiser. So 1 out of 10 is going to be a challenge. Some properties do get a property inspection waiver, so it's done a much faster way, and it's done in a day
without having to go into the actual property.
Yeah, we're trying to keep it safe for everybody. So if the appraiser doesn't have to enter the home based on the underwriting, then we won't have them do that. But like I said, every loan is a different scenario.
Mm-hmm. And I love that because safety is our first priority as well at Remax Realty Experts. So I love that about you guys. Does either one of you guys have anything else to add?
Well, I had just one more question for Kerri, and that's about credit scores. If someone is on the fence about whether they even can qualify for a loan and they come to you, and you do a credit check and you find that it has maybe some marginal credit issues or some things that really need to be addressed, how do you handle that?
We use an awesome company that we pull our credit from, and we can look at their credit scores with the tri-merge that we pull, and we can advise them, you know, in 4 months, if you pay A, B, and C on time, your credit score has potential to go up maybe 15 points to put them in the bracket where they need to be to get the rates that they want with the down payment. Every loan officer is so great at Leader to help with getting credit scores up, and we have a wonderful turnaround time with it. And we want people to have their credit scores up. So we have a good chance of advising them, you know, you could get 20 more points in 6 months or 2 months if you do A, B, and C.
So you set up a plan for them, to a very organized plan, it sounds like, to be able to increase their score whenever they need.
Correct.
Well, that's great.
Yeah, that's great. You've actually worked with a bunch of my clients to help get up their score, so I appreciate that as well. Okay, so thanks everybody. Thank you, Beverly Vidoli, and also Kerri Mclaughlin. Where can you be contacted if somebody wanted to reach out to you?
On my cell phone at 781-710-5413, and I'm at Leader Bank out of the Burlington branch on 50 Mall Road.
Great.
Thank you.
Great job, Shannon. Thank you very much for pulling
Thank
this
you.
information out for everyone to become aware of and know what to do in the process.
Well, thank you both.
Thank you.
Thank you.